Apparently, Frank, Real Madrid are looking to get rid of him for free to go in the summer. The problem with this scenario, isn't it, is massive wages that the Welshman is on. Do you think he's completely done as a high-level footballer?
He's a high-level footballer. He proved that he can do fantastically well. Maybe a lack of consistency because maybe he didn't adjust pretty well to maybe Real Madrid the lifestyle, but also maybe the way they played. But he's a tremendous player. He's a fantastic player, and I think he will find any club, especially if he's free to go. And I'm sure, especially if maybe Harry Kane goes to another club, maybe Tottenham will love to come to get him back. So we'll see. We'll see. He can find many clubs in England and any other countries. Maybe in Paris Saint-Germain. You never know.
Oh my God!
That's many good golf. Well, you don't like him, but no. I still think that he can serve a club very well.
Frank. Do you have the same relationship with his agent as Shaka does? He's done, isn't he?
No,
he's done.
At all.
I think he's a good player, but at this point, he's no longer elite. He's not at that level because, I have to say, we just haven't seen enough of him. Where has he been? And if indeed Gareth Bale, if Zinedine Zidane thought that Gareth Bale could help and win games consistently, even if they have their differences, he would be on the field. Instead, he is in purgatory somewhere, forgotten, left for dead, and just say, well, all right, Gareth, we'd rather you go to the golf course and play golf rather than actually score goals for us, because to be quite honest with you, it's just simply not going to work. That's a very strong statement to make from a manager that we see week in and week out in which he makes decisions and says, you know what, I'll pick anybody else instead of you to play.
Out of everyone, Shaka's very much our mercenary on the panel. I think that's fair, isn't it?
How did I earn that title?
Would you move for less money if it meant you could play football?
I would, and I have. But what else you want me to say to that? Listen, as far as Gareth Bale goes, and if he's allowed to go for free, maybe somehow you structure a deal that he likes in terms of finances.
How? He's on so much money a
right,
week. Who's going to go anywhere near
all I'm saying is,
that?
Right, all I'm saying is, now that you don't have, if you don't have to pay any kind of transfer fee, maybe you can somehow make your numbers work. If you're the managing director of a football club.
Would you, as a managing director of a football club, make the money work for Gareth Bale, who we've seen the numbers?
No. And I'll tell you why. I think Gareth Bale is still an incredible talent. I still think he's an elite-level footballer.
Really?
The trouble is, he's an elite-level footballer for 10 or 15 games a season. And in today's world...
Well, that's not elite, then.
Well, I'm just saying.
That's not elite.
Once he's on the park...
That's part-time.
That's what once he's on the park, he's giving you that elite-level performance. The trouble is...
He's not, though, Shaq.
And that's what I am saying. He's not on the park.
No, but even when he's on the park, he's not being elite level.
Well, he can. I think he can.
What have you seen to make you think that he can?
When he finally gets himself fit and gets a run of games...
And when is that going to happen?
But that's exactly what I am saying. He is that talent. He's just not on the pitch enough to justify the money. That's what I'm saying. You'll agree with me.
Frank, why are you shaking your head? Why are you shaking your head at me, Frank?
Now, what I want to say is the guy is for like 2 or 3 years in confrontation with the coach or with the club. So, of course, he's not going to give 100% because he's fighting with the club. He doesn't want to play anymore for that club. He doesn't feel something that he likes. And
but he could have left 2 or 3
and
seasons ago then if he didn't like it.
Yes, but of course there is the money problem. But now that he's going to be free to go, I'm sure, as Shaka said, that he's going to find a deal where he's going to get that money and he's going to fit to a club and maybe he's going to... Maybe once.
Let's go to Gab. Gab?
Look, they were ready to gift wrap him and give him away last summer, okay? Nobody was interested because of the wages. Can you work something out where you give him more years and he makes more money over the length of the contract, but less per season? Sure. And last summer, Everybody tried to do that, but the guy wasn't interested. The people who are keeping him out of the Real Madrid side right now are Mr. Average, Lucas Vazquez, Vinicius, who disappeared for 2 months at a time earlier this season and who's like a teenager, Rodrigo, who I think is about 11 years old. These are the people who are keeping him out of the Real Madrid team. Oh, sorry, and Eden Hazard, who's been injured the whole time. This is the reality of his situation, and rightly or wrongly, he has now developed a rep with his unwillingness to move. I can't see anybody really biting on it. People are believing the stuff that his heart's not in it. What Frank just said, that, well, it's normal that he's not giving 100% because he's having a row with the manager. Well, you know what? I think to a lot of people, that's not normal. You're still paid to be a professional. I actually think he maybe is trying to give 100%. He just can't because he's permanently injured and his head's not in it. And that's why he's not getting on the pitch. And I'm not even sure the guy wants to go. It's easy for Real Madrid to say, here, why don't you leave? And he's going to say, fine, then pay me up the remainder of my contract. You willing to do that? No. So I'm going to go park my butt right here and stick around here in Valdebebas.
Frank, last word, 20 seconds.
Yes, I never said it was normal. I said it is what it is. I think it's even stupid to go and going face to face with the coach and not saying that I'm not going to play and I'm not going to give 100% because I don't like the way you want me to play, but I don't like Madrid, whatever it is. I think it's stupid. I've been confronted to that, and I left the club because I didn't like the way we were playing. It was with Chelsea, with Ranieri. I didn't want to stay. But it is what it is. And we are talking about, is it possible for Bale to find another club and to find another club who can fit the way he wants to play and a club who can be ready to pay what he wants or maybe a little bit less? It's possible. It's just what I'm saying.
By the way, we're all missing football, obviously, at the moment. There's a really good article over on the website. Chris Jones taking us through how this has made us love the sport more somehow. Be sure to check it out over on the website. Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.